In 2022, Prey renewed the Predator franchise, merging history with intense survival horror, and now the sequel is on the horizon. All fans are filled with excitement, wondering where Prey 2 could go. Will it expand on the original, or take us in a bold new direction? Let's dive in. Let's start by looking into Prey 2022, which captured everyone's attention with its unique approach to the Predator franchise. It introduced us to a whole new perspective. Prey surprised the world by shifting the focus away from futuristic tech to a more grounded historical setting. Set in the late 18th century, it introduced us to Naru, a young Comanche fighter who faces off against a deadly predator. The film did a great job balancing tension and cultural authenticity. The success of Prey wasn't just in its action, but also in its depiction of indigenous culture. By using the Comanche language and showcasing Naru's journey, the film became a breakthrough in representation. Fans and critics alike praised the film for how it tackled history with respect, all while maintaining high suspense. Critically, Prey delivered what fans had been hoping for, a fresh take on the Predator franchise. The survival aspect was heightened by the harsh wilderness of the Great Plains, and the unique setting gave the film an identity all its own. But now, the question is, where do we go from here? Ever since the first film took the world by storm, the buzz around Prey 2 has been building, thanks in no small part to director Dan Trachtenberg and his team dropping subtle breadcrumbs related to what's next. Details are scarce, but there's talk of building on the Prey universe while also remaining true to it. While production details are hushed in regards to Prey 2, the studio firmly announced that the sequel will, at the very least, keep the tradition of taking action and cultural authenticity to new heights. Naru's journey in Prey was compelling, with the young Comanche warrior taking center stage. The sequel could expand on her character's evolution or introduce new characters who face similar survival challenges. There's plenty of room for growth, especially with the addition of new threats or rival tribes encountering the Predator. One of the most exciting prospects for Prey 2 is the potential for a deeper dive into Naru's personal growth. Perhaps her status as a warrior could be tested in more intense ways, or new allies might join her in her fight against the Predator. Storylines could explore her leadership, identity, and her relationship with the land. A new storyline could also bring in fresh characters, each with their motives for battling the Predator. Whether it's a different tribe, settlers, or explorers, these new faces could offer unique perspectives on the Predator lore. It's the perfect chance to weave in diverse storylines that expand the universe. As we move on, we should also consider the visual and technical expectations for Prey 2. The first movie raised the bar with its stunning cinematography, which makes me want to see what the sequel has in store. Considering that Prey is praised for its incredible graphics and cinematic scope, I'm hoping larger technical feats in Prey 2. We look ahead to stunning visuals, dynamic action sequences, or even more inventive shots that up the stakes and the threat of encountering the Predator. Prey 2 will no doubt be able to truly kick things up a notch visually. Visually jarring is the combination of the Predator's man-made tech and the untouched beauty of the setting. However, the movie creative team will have to mix practical effects with CGI and keep the gritty realism of Prey. Now, let's look at the crucial aspects of cultural representation and authenticity. The first film was hailed for its respectful portrayal of indigenous cultures, and there's a lot of hope that the sequel will continue this tradition. One of the main aspects of Prey was its commitment to authentic cultural representation, for which they are famous, specifically with the portrayal of the Comanche people. I am hoping that Prey 2 will continue this focus, whether by further exploring indigenous cultures or adding diverse characters from their other historical backgrounds. In Prey, the use of the Comanche language and respect for cultural traditions was a major shift. The sequel could enhance this representation even more, perhaps diving into other tribes or cultures and ensuring their portrayal is respectful and accurate. Authenticity will continue to be a priority for the Predator franchise. Given the positive reception of Prey's cultural accuracy, Prey 2 is expected to maintain a similar commitment to diversity. The movie could explore more of the new cultures with the same care and respect, weaving them into the story in a way that shows their stories while staying true to the franchise's theme of survival against a superior force. Now, looking beyond the Prey sequel, let's talk about the future of the Predator franchise. Predator Badlands is shaking things up with a big franchise first. Director Dan Trachtenberg shared that the upcoming movie flips the script by making the Predator the main character for the first time ever. Starring Elle Fanning, the film is set in the future, though the plot details are still under wraps. In an interview with Empire, Trachtenberg explained the bold move. He wanted to capture the spirit of Prey by taking the franchise in a fresh direction, letting fans root for a type of hero they've never been able to cheer for before. This time, that unexpected hero is the Predator itself, which turned into the core idea for the movie. Trachtenberg gave fans a sneak peek at what to expect from the Predator as the star of Predator Badlands. He shared that the creature will bring a mix of familiar vibes with some fresh twists, including a surprising emotional layer. The Predator is front and center, taking the lead, Trachtenberg said. It's still a total badass, but there's an emotional depth that might surprise you. Finding the balance between making it someone you connect with, but are still totally intimidated by, has been a fun challenge. The director also confirmed that the movie is set on an alien planet and teased an intriguing twist. Elle Fanning will be taking on multiple roles. She faced some huge challenges with this film, not just in acting but physically and logistically as well, he hinted. The Empire article also gave us a first look at Predator Badlands with an on-set image. It shows director Dan Trachtenberg alongside the Predator, with the back of the creature's head in the foreground. While its iconic mask is slightly blurry, it stands out with a unique rust-like color. As for Elle Fanning's role, it's clear human characters will still be part of the story, even with the Predator taking the lead. In past movies, humans like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch in Predator or Amber Midthunder's Naru in Prey provided the main perspective. This time, though, Trachtenberg's decision to make the Predator the protagonist hints at a major narrative shift. Fanning's characters could fit into the story in several ways. One possibility is that one of her roles might be the antagonist, but it's more likely the plot will feature an uneasy alliance between her and the Predator. This dynamic would let the audience connect with the human character while exploring the intriguing mix of connection and intimidation Trachtenberg aims to achieve. While the idea of a Predator protagonist is new for the main franchise, the Alien vs. Predator spin-offs offer a hint of what to expect. In the first movie, Lex teams up with a Predator named Scar to take down a xenomorph queen. While these spin-offs weren't exactly fan favorites, the concept of a Predator allying with humans against a bigger threat remains intriguing. Dan Trachtenberg has already shown he's a master of reinventing franchises. With 10 Cloverfield Lane and the critically acclaimed Prey, he's proven he can deliver fresh takes on familiar stories. Balancing emotional depth with the Predator's classic intimidation factor is no small task, but if anyone can pull it off, Trachtenberg seems like the right person for the job. Well, that's it for today. What are your thoughts on Prey 2 and Badlands? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow fans. Stay tuned for more updates on the Predator universe and Prey 2.